I think the state of the economy is improving. I mean, you have to understand that weekly jobless claims numbers are very noisy. The durable goods data from month to month are very noisy. So I prefer to look at things like the employment numbers, and we get November employment next week, which I think Steve's right. That's going to be an above 200,000 kind of number, and the claims numbers aren't inconsistent with that. I look at the business surveys, particularly the ISMs, and they are at some of the strongest levels we've seen since the middle of the last expansion. So while we're not having a roaring recovery, when you compare to the difficulties Europe are dealing with, or you compare to some of the countries in Asia, I think the state of the expansion's in fairly good shape.
They have no reason to cut. They have a $580 billion sovereign fund with 4 million people, so they can withstand a lot of pain. And so they've been saying, look, why don't we wait till winter? We should have a seasonal demand pickup. No need to cut now. And with the Saudi oil minister coming out today saying the market should stabilize, I think that signals he's in that Kuwaiti camp right now. Well, our futures desk thinks we could go down to about 71.50 by Monday. And so that's what they're looking at. Now, the big question is, what do we get in Q1? Do we get a demand pickup? Do we get some countries like Libya that swung so much production over the summer? Does that come off? Does Nigeria come off going into an election? And will they reconvene in February, March if you see prices continuing to fall like this?
It doesn't matter what the wording is, Melissa, out of OPEC. They're not going to cut enough production to really make a difference or make an impact in the price. So for the short term, you're going to see a lot of these energy names. The whole energy complex is going to be taken down, especially the upstream names. You have to guess. Are energy names going to be the beta chase going into year end? And I think this OPEC meeting is a fork in the road for the entire market. So if OPEC does not cut effectively, the Saudis want to gain that market share. So they're giving up price to get that longer term market share bet. Oil is going much lower. Friday is going to be a huge day. People are going to come in and probably sell energy. After that, you might get a pop next week. But ultimately, I think energy is a short going forward.